Welcome to the Home Inspector Marketing Podcast. Because you're a home inspector looking to increase your sales, improve your cash flow, and boost your bottom line, you are in the right place. For additional training resources on how you can grow your home inspection business, go to microreturns.com right now. And now, here's the podcast.
Hi, this is Mike Crow, and I run a home inspection business. In fact, I've run a couple of home inspection businesses. The true joy for me, though, has been helping literally thousands of home inspectors build really solid home inspection businesses as well. We can help a single-man operation be able to do over $300,000 a year, maybe all the way up to $400,000 a year as a single inspector operation. Even better for me is the 80-plus companies that we have helped be able to build million-dollar home inspection businesses. I would like to help you be able to do the same thing. Hey guys, this is Mike Crow, the father of home inspector marketing. I was talking with one of my friends and they were asking me something about what I put in my book, Home Inspector Marketing Secrets. I think you can get it out on Amazon if you want. One of the things they were talking about was, Mike, you talk about 6 magic words, and it's in here on page 47 of the book, but there are some things that you need to know that lead up to that, all right? And the big thing is that you have to make sure that your business is different than every other business out there. Most people do what I call GSPs, generic sales points. And so they want to say things like, I've been in the business a really long time. We do really thorough reports. We service such and such area. And, if I were to ask 100 inspectors, all of them would say the same thing if you have 100 inspectors in your area. Or if well over 70-80% of the inspectors in your area can all say that, then it's a generic sales point. Sometimes there's required sales points like, hey, we are licensed by the great state of whatever. Well, duh, everybody's licensed. I mean, saying it may make you feel good, but now you've just said, I'm like every other licensed inspector in the state, and it doesn't do you any good. The thing that works really well is personal sales points. The problem with personal sales points, or PSPs, is that anytime you hire anybody, they aren't going to have those credentials. So, for instance, I could say, hey, I've done over 10,000 inspections, and I've been doing inspections for 30 years, and, I was president of our local association. I was president of our state association. I sat on the Texas Real Estate Commission Inspector Advisory Board for 6 years. All of that's true. But there's no way I'm going to hire anybody that's going to be able to have those kind of credentials. And so you can use those and they work very well, but they're really kind of a nail in the coffin to you growing a real business down the road. So what you really want, of course, is you want to have unique sales points. You want to have things that make you completely different. So we say things like, hey, we have a 90-day warranty on our inspection. And by the way, you can buy that through companies out there. The best one that I know of, I think Porch is now running the RWS program, and so they have that available for you out there, along with a lot of other warranties, a roof warranty, a sewer scope warranty. I created the termite protection warranty, and I think they have a version of that based off of what I created years ago. And so you can definitely put some of that out there. I like to say we have a 200% guarantee. You know what? My competition doesn't even understand it, and one of them tried it and failed and had to send me a check so that I could go out and do an inspection instead of them. So I love that. So the 200% guarantee cost me basically nothing. It's absolutely one of my best unique selling points, right? But when you walk in and out of a real estate office or you walk out of a meeting with real estate businesses, you're going to get this one question over and over again. And part of it is they don't know what else to ask. So they say, oh, how's business? Now, the average guy out there is going to say, oh, well, business is pretty good. Everything's rocking and rolling. We're doing great. And, we're doing amazing. They did everything except say we're booked up. Okay. But what the agent heard was, oh, we're booked up and we have no need for any more business. All right. And so they've killed themselves. Or they could do something even worse. Oh, well, the market's down and things aren't going very well out there. And, it's one of the reasons I'm coming out and visiting offices is just kind of let people know we're here because, wow, we're down like 50% from last year. What you just told them is that you're a whiner. And they don't want you anywhere near their clients, okay? Or their customers or home buyers or sellers or all of that, okay? So I want to give you the best way to answer that question. How's business? And I'm going to read it straight out of the book here on page 45. What you say is when they ask business, you say, it's going well. pause. So it's going well. And then you repeat, you can repeat that in a couple of different directions. It's going well. Mainly, in fact, because we're putting into place systems that help serve your clients better. We're giving your clients a more consistent and predictable service each and every time. And by the way, it's important for you to know I have time for you, your family, and friends that need help. Now, here's the secret behind this. This is important. Real estate agents are taught this script. So let me say that again. Real estate agents are taught to use this script. So when you use it, the real professionals in the business are going to realize you have training and you have gone to a higher level than all of your competition. So when somebody says, hey, how's business? You go, hey, it's going well. Mainly because we're putting into place some new systems to help make sure that your clients have a better, more consistent, predictable experience each and every time, that we work with them. Oh, and by the way, I just want to let you know, we have room for you, your friends, or any additional clients you have that may, need an inspection. Wow. All right. Now, that's the whole process of it's going well. It's going well, okay? And maybe that's a mouthful. My suggestion would be is take that and write it down on a 3x5 card, set it up so that you can hear it each day, and then just start with small parts of it, okay? Somebody asks you how's business, you say, hey, it's going well. And if that's all you get at that time, that's great, but it's a good start. And then maybe, it's going well. In fact, we've been putting into place some new systems to make sure, that your clients have a more consistent, predictable experience each time. That's a little bit more, but man, you just pick it up a little piece at a time and get it to the next level. This script is really important. You get asked, how's business, probably every day when you're out there. Now, here's the other thing is, if you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 inspectors, teach them this script. Teach them this script so that they're saying it, okay? Because again, if you go, wow, we're booked out, okay? You just told them you don't have any room for business. Or if you say, oh, wow, the business is really bad out there right now, they don't want you around any of their clients or customers. So keep that in mind. The way you answer questions make you different than anybody else. The unique selling points, versus the generic sales points or the required sales points or even the personal sales points. That's what makes you different. And you can talk about those. And when you go do presentations, you want to talk about those. But how you answer this question will cost you nothing. You'll get asked this question every single day you're out on inspections, and you need to make sure that you have the answer for it. And by the way, if you're talking to the home buyer, not the agent, change it up just slightly. Well, how's business? Oh, it's going well. In fact, we're putting into place some new systems to make sure that you as our client have a better, more predictable inspection and report each and every time. And by the way, just so you know, we have plenty of room on our calendar for, friends, family, anybody at work that you may wish to recommend to us, okay? And so that you tell them that and make things go a little easier. Now, maybe that's a little bit too much for you to handle right now. So I'm going to give you 6 magic words that could literally change your business. 6 magic words. And this is another script. And I've even told people you could take these 6 magic words, have it made into like a rubber stamp or one of those little things where you push it up and down. It's a rubber stamp as well, but it's self-inking and all that good stuff. And literally put this on the back of every one of your business cards until you build your business cards the way I teach you to, where you're printing something on the back like your number one best unique selling point, again, minus the 200% guarantee, and we have that on the back of every one of our business cards. However, these 6 magic words could literally change your life, okay? So what happened was I walked into a real estate office and I asked her, I said, hey, do you have someone you could recommend to fix a shower leak? We have a client, we did an inspection for her, they don't have an agent, and there's a shower leak, and they're really good friends with me, they go to church, and I'm just trying to see what I can do to help them out. She goes, Yeah, I can. And she goes over and she pulls some information out of this little Rolodex for you young people out there. It is an ancient way of keeping business cards. And you used to literally take the card and put this thing called a staple, boom, click, right through the business card onto a Rolodex card, and you put everything in there by, alphabetized it, maybe by their name, or maybe P for plumbers or E for electricians. Anyway, she went over there and she rolled her Rolodex and went, oh yeah, here's a guy. And she walked over to the copier and she laid it on the copier and she started to make a copy. And she goes, you're only giving this to this one client, right? And I went, well, that was the idea. She goes, well, do me a favor, don't tell anybody else about this guy. I went, wow, why? Has he got bad breath? Is he not dressed right? Is he say inappropriate things? I mean, so I can warn somebody? He goes, no, he's a great guy, does a great job. It's just that if he gets too busy, then he won't be able to take care of my clients. And I went, oh, okay, sure, no problem. And then I walked out of there and I realized, I bet she's doing the same thing to me. She doesn't want to tell anybody about me because she's afraid I'll get too busy for, her being able to be there for her clients. And I thought about it. And so I went back and talked to one of my coaches. I had a real estate agent coach at the time. I had a real estate specialist that was a coach for real estate agents coaching me at the time. And I told him about this situation. He said, oh, well, this is easy. You say these 6 magic words. He said, the next time, just as you're getting ready to walk out the door, you turn around and go, oh, by the way, please don't keep me a secret. Okay? And he said, you say that over and over again. So I saw this agent 2-3 times, and I'm sure she knew what was going on because of the whole, the process with the shower that leaked and the people needed help with and the name that she'd given me. But I started using it with a bunch of clients all over the place. I used to put it on the bottom of flyers that I used to take into real estate offices. Please don't keep me a secret. So anyway, I went and visited her a couple of times. And on the way out the door, I said, please don't keep me a secret. And she smiled and said, no, absolutely not. And so anyway, I'm at her office about a month later, and there's a meeting there, and I'm speaking, and, after I speak, I say, by the way, I know we're working with some of you in here. How are we doing? And she stood up and gave me the best glowing, recommendation that you could have possibly hoped for. And as we were walking out, she said, see, I promised you I wouldn't keep you a secret. And I went, wow, and you lived up to that, and I just want to tell you thank you. And she said, no, I tell everybody about you now. And one of the reasons she felt confident about telling everybody about us is because we have more than one inspector. At the time, I think we had 6, 7, 8 inspectors. Now we have 15 inspectors, and we have the availability, and this is one of our unique selling points, but we have the availability to be able to do inspections next day or the day after that 99.99% of the time. And I'm going to tell you, here's the fun part. We're literally booked up at 96% capacity throughout our schedule, which is even greater. Now, of course, I'm working on putting more inspectors in because I know that if you get past 80% capacity, you're losing inspections, whether you're a single man operation or whether you're a multi-inspector operation. So this whole little secret about, or this whole little phrase about, please don't keep me a secret, is one of the most powerful phrases that you'll ever come across. And I wanted to make sure that you heard that today. So, hey, do me a small favor, okay? I'm sure you know other home inspectors that are looking for a great person to help them grow their business. Please don't keep me a secret. Our latest, greatest website that you can send them to is MikeCrow.returns.com. Mike Crow, C-R-O-W, returns.com. So again, that's Mike, M-I-K-E, Crow, C-R-O-W, returns.com. And out there, you'll find a way to come sit around the table and be with some of the top inspectors in this industry. I only allow about 20 people to come to this meeting. I think we got a seat or 2 available for our next meeting, so go out and check on it and see what that looks like. We only charge you a seat fee, and if you're not absolutely, completely thrilled with being around those folks and sitting and getting to know them and what I have to teach as well, I'll give you your money back. It isn't about the money. It's about you being willing to step up and get your business straight. Well, this is Mike Crow, founder of Coach Blueprint, and I just want to say thank you. I want to tell you it's been a pleasure. I enjoy this so much. I am the father of home inspector marketing, and I will look forward to talking with you again soon. And I always end with this: be successful and be around those that are successful, because the more money you make, the more people you'll be able to help. Thanks. Have a great day.
We hope you enjoyed the podcast, and as a friendly reminder, if you're looking to increase your sales, improve your cash flow, and boost your bottom line as a home inspector, go to MikeCrowReturns.com right now.